Welcome everyone to Make Your Day Richer, the game show. I'm your host, Richard Wilmore. We've got a good game and a good contestant. Contestant number one and only. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, Richard. Good morning. I'm Deanna Scaldaferi. I'm originally from New York, outside the city, but I've been in Charlotte about 8 years, and I'm excited to be here. I've never been on a game show before.
Whoa, there's a first time for everything. It's 2026. Anything's game.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a licensed massage and bodywork therapist. I'm also a Holy Fire Reiki master and intuitive coach.
Well, that's convenient because that's what your game is about.
Oh, wonderful.
Who knew? It's called The Intuitive Connection.
Love it.
Are you ready to play?
I am ready.
This is how we play. They're going to be 3 rounds.
Okay.
I have 6 words here that correlate to things that you might know about.
Okay.
I'm going to try in my best ability to describe it to you, and you have to guess the word. And these are all things that people might come to you for, that you work on,
Okay.
things in your world.
Okay. You're going to describe it, and I have to guess
Yes.
the word. Got it.
Okay. 3 rounds.
Okay.
And if you get 15 out of the 18, everybody in the non-existent studio audience gets a big prize.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
I'll do my best.
Okay. So I'm either going to maybe act them out or try to describe it.
Okay.
And you have 45 seconds to get 6
Oh,
of these
wow.
rounds.
And I'm timed. Okay.
Yes, of course. Because this is serious because the audience is waiting.
Yes. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Tension, the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yes.
Shoulders.
A very
TMJ.
yes. Always awake, even at night.
Insomnia.
Yes. I get this from when I don't have enough coffee.
Oh, caffeine headache. Tension headache.
Yes. Someone who their shoulders are always hunched over and their spine's always a wreck.
Oh gosh, scoliosis, tech neck.
Yeah, not as technical. Just like a normal person who maybe sits funny.
Just
who
bad posture.
Yes, exactly, poor posture. Okay, last one. Someone who works too much, who's thinking too much, who's stressed too much, and they end up having to quit their. Time is up. That was. Do you have a guess for that last one?
Just overworked, tired.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 5.
Okay,
5.
awesome.
That's a great round.
Are we telling them for
Yes,
the
of
end?
course,
Okay,
because
gotcha.
again, very serious.
Gotcha. Okay.
5. All right. So you want some real questions?
Yes.
Okay, let me get to them.
Sure.
All right. If someone feels like a physical heaviness but doesn't know why, what's one sign their body is trying to tell them a deeper story?
Oh, I love that. Yes. I speak all the time about how the pain, any pain or physical symptom in your body is your body's way of communicating with you. It's your body's way of saying like something is not okay. And whether that's tension or pain or, a lot of people have chronic pain and they can't actually put their finger on why. They've gone to doctors, specialists, and they're like, everything seems to be okay, but yet I'm still feeling this. And it's like, okay, well then something else in your body, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual, is out of alignment. So I see that all the time.
Every day.
Absolutely.
And isn't it true that like maybe if you have a pain in your shoulder, it's not necessarily your shoulder, that it could be connected to something else?
Yes, correct, Rich. It can be a pain that's radiated from somewhere else. So there's always like a root place. Maybe it's lower back pain, but then you're feeling the pain in your leg, or exactly, maybe it's in your shoulder, but it's really coming from your neck.
Yeah.
So it's always, and that's why with massage and Reiki, I work the whole area. It's not just someone comes in and says, I have a shoulder pain. Well, yes, of course, I'm going to work the shoulder, but I'm also going to work everything because everything in the body is connected. Especially if you think about our fascia, like the connective tissue, that holds all of our muscles together. So it's kind of like, I always use the analogy of like a sweater, where if you have like a little thread coming out of a sweater and you pull it, like it pulls from down here, but it's pulling up here, right?
Yeah.
So it's all connected for sure.
How long have you been doing this work?
It's going to be my 10th year doing massage therapy and Reiki. It's going to be 6. Yeah.
What got you, how did you discover Reiki?
Oh gosh, that's a wonderful question. And I love speaking about it. Like I could talk about Reiki and energy all day long.
You should start a podcast.
How much time do you have, Rich? Yeah, massage led me into Reiki,
Okay.
slowly evolved into that because when I went to massage school, it was my first experience ever, honestly, in my 30s of learning about breath work, meditation, energy work. We did a form of energy work. It wasn't Reiki. So I was always intrigued by that. And I thought it was so cool. And then, I don't know, as I started working in the massage field, a lot of people kept asking me, clients, people I worked with, oh, Deanna, do you do Reiki? Do you do Reiki? And I'm like, why do people keep asking me this? I'm like, I don't even know what Reiki is, right? And then I was like, well, maybe it should be something I should
Yeah.
explore, right? And so I took the first course, and honestly, from there, Richard, it was like life changing, personally and professionally. And from there, it took a couple of years until I got my Reiki master, and it's one of the biggest tools that I use in helping people and myself and my family as
Yeah.
well. It's wonderful.
I've had it done before.
Have you?
I've had it done in person
Okay.
and I've had it done virtually.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I was like, come on.
I know. Most people don't believe. It's so
No.
funny. Most people think it has to be in person. And yes, I get that. I'm a people person. I like the physical nature of that, but the effects are still the same.
It was crazy.
virtually.
Yes. I was the skeptic that was like, I mean, I'll do it, but
try, right?
I'm not. Yeah. And then I was like,
Right.
holy crap.
Yeah. So you had a good experience.
Yeah. And even like in person, because you're not being touched. It's not like a massage when you're getting
Right.
Reiki done. So you're like, what
Right.
are you like?
Yes.
And I, of course, don't trust anybody. So I'm there with my eyes closed and no, like there's just silence. And I'm like, what are you
What's
doing?
happening?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
What's voodoo is going on?
Exactly.
Right.
But once your brain, the ones you can get over, like very, yes.
And absolutely. Richard, you bring up a great point though about like the skepticism of people about, and not just with Reiki energy healing, but with anything that we don't understand or we don't know. We're humans, right? We kind of keep it at bay. Like, I'm going to leave that over there and I'm not going to really mess with it, right? But that's what I speak to all the time, that if you have an open mind, all you need is just to have an open mind, an open heart and curiosity and say, you know what? I've never tried this before. Okay, maybe it might be a little woo-woo out there, but you know, it can help me, and Reiki can do no harm. And honestly, what I see a lot happens that people come, they're in pain, again, chronic pain, and they're desperate, and they're like, I'll try anything. And that's when they'll come to, they're like, yeah, Reiki, sure, whatever, I'll try it, right? Because they don't know what else to do. But then they see, oh my gosh, there actually is something really powerful.
And then that's when
here.
they're like, gosh, I should have come here 4 months ago.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But I love that. And that's, I mean, I love so much about what I do and I feel so passionate about it. I could go on and on, Richard, and I'll stop here because I know you have a lot more questions. But I do love that piece with Reiki specifically of kind of opening up people's minds and their worlds, because it's almost like I see it all the time. It's like people will have their first Reiki experience, and I'm always so honored to be a part of that in their journey. And it's just like you can see, it's like, whoa, right? And I love that. I really do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, see, now I have questions. This is where I get out of control because then I have things to ask.
No worries.
We'll just keep going and we'll talk about
worries.
that later. Okay, when a client has tight shoulders that just won't relax, what emotion do you usually find is hiding underneath that?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Anxiety comes to mind for sure. Anxiety, I talk about with the shoulders, it's kind of like, you know, yes, it can be postural. Of course, many people work at computers, right? And you don't realize, but pretty much like the whole saying of like the weight of the world on your shoulders is a real thing. And as life happens and as stress happens in our everyday lives, like suddenly our shoulders like gravitate towards our ears and we don't even realize. And we realize, oh, we're not supposed to be walking around like this.
Where'd my neck go?
Like, exactly. Like our shoulders are supposed to be down here. So yeah, a lot of times it's anxiety and just overall stress. For sure.
I will agree to that 100% because I get told that all the time.
Yeah.
Tony will walk up to me and literally just go, what's wrong? And that's how he and he'll watch it as soon as,
we do the down, and then also opening up like the pecs and like massaging that to kind of like bring it back. So that also affects your breath. It affects everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, final question after round one. In your journey, what was the moment you realized your body was finally a safe place to live in again?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Wow.
This is because you're so open on your website, so I was just taking stuff from there.
I love it. They're very intuitive. That my body was a safe space. Honestly, I can in a vulnerable place, I will say it was after my separation and divorce, where I didn't realize that my nervous system had been so deregulated, that I started doing somatic work to really, again, like I knew that there were things that I needed to heal inside my body, mentally, emotionally, physically. But that nervous system piece, again, it's a real thing, folks, about that living in that fight or flight or freeze. we are not meant to live in that state chronically. And most people do. And I did myself. And so it was really intentional work to regulate the nervous system that I wasn't always like, I was always just frazzled, always everything, and I didn't even realize it. So once I started realizing that and started doing the work, I love that. I began to feel safe again in my body. And telling your body, it's actually, it might sound silly and I tell people this, but it's like, talk to your body, talk to yourself the way you would to a child, right? And it sounds silly, but it's the truth. Instead of being like, oh, I'm so mad at this pain and this stupid shoulder and this, right? Your words matter, right? So if you say, okay, I've been through a lot, I've been going through some stuff, right? It's okay, right? Even sometimes just hand on the heart, like, you're safe.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're telling your body that.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic question.
Thanks.
Yes.
Are you ready for round 2?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me get 45 seconds on the clock.
All right.
Yes, let's stretch. Let's get
do some stretches.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, light bulb bloodsucker.
Light bulb bloodsucker. Vein thrombosis?
No, outlet.
Plug.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What's in
electricity?
Yes,
power.
and then a bloodsucker, like a bat.
Oh gosh.
Also taken from your website.
Oh my gosh.
You can pass.
I'm blank. Pass.
Okay.
I'm blanking.
A divorce, a breakup,
grief.
Yes.
Healing.
Opposite of love.
Hate, revenge.
Oh my gosh. I'm not good at this one.
Okay.
Okay, we'll skip this one.
Okay.
But, being, oh man.
Wow. All right, this is on you. Okay. I'm kidding.
I know. It's almost like, okay.
What was the bat?
Energy vampire.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to the third one. Maybe we'll throw in an extra round and keep going.
Okay.
But I have some questions for you now.
We weren't in sync there.
We were not. Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. We're back. I want to talk about your narcissistic abuse recovery support group.
Yes.
Can you tell everybody about that, how they can sign up, who it's for, and why it's out there?
Sure. So I run a support group. The platform is Meetup, where you can find me. It was in person and now it's virtual, just to expand outside of Charlotte so that other people, in expanded areas, other states actually can join. And I run a monthly meeting. And the people that it is focused for is for anyone, man or woman, who is suffering from narcissistic abuse. And what that is, I can explain. It's forms of that abuse are verbal, emotional, mental, psychological. It can be sexual. It can be financial. It can be physical as well. Okay. So there's a laundry list of abuse under that. And it speaks from a very personal place in my own heart of how I even started the group. But I've been running this group for now almost 4 years, I think. And again, I think with anything, Richard, in life, when you do something from your heart and with passion, people feel that. And so, yes, anyone could run this kind of group, because it is about education. Every month there's a meeting and I pick a topic specific to narcissism and its abuse, and we educate, but then it's also interactive so that people can share and ask questions. And I find it's such a beautiful sacred space because people are in need of healing the same way I was years ago. So I'm really just honored to be able to hold that space.
Were you, when you first started this 4 years ago, were you afraid to put something like that out there?
Sure.
Because, when you're going through that or you're living that, sometimes you don't even know you are a victim of that.
Yes.
And then how do you maneuver that if you're still in that situation with that person?
Yes, exactly. And that's a great point. People who find my group, which I do think that it's kind of like divine, the people who need it. I've heard all the time, like, oh, I just happened to be scrolling and this popped up from Meetup, right? It's not a coincidence, but some of the people are still in those relationships and they're trying to get out. Some of them, the narcissist can be a parent. So it's like, you can't really get out of that relationship. It's how do I navigate this relationship, right? Some people have already left the relationship and they're looking to recover and to heal. So I always honor that people that come to these meetings are in very different places in their journeys, but I have been through all of it. So again, I can empathize and understand. I mean, we all have individual journeys and that's fair, but the patterns are the same for sure.
I appreciate how open you are and honest you are here and just in your life in general on your social media, all the things, all your groups. because I think it's important when you're joining stuff like that or
Yeah.
coming to you for Reiki
Yes.
or that the person who's facilitating all of that isn't just a facilitator,
Yes.
and you can connect with them more that way.
Exactly. And that's a great point, Richard. And I speak about this a lot, that the basis of my practice, my business, I say business, but I really feel like it's just more heart-centered than that, is on trust.
Yeah.
And honestly, first off, people have to trust me, number one, to come and, undress for a massage, be in a space that they've never been in for a Reiki session, or come for coaching and reveal things about their lives, for sure. But I like to think that I believe that when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, it gives permission to other people to do the same.
Yeah.
And I think people feel that from me. I mean, I'm an empath and I'm all a big ball of emotion. And it's like, if you know me at all, it's like I wear my emotions on my face, on my sleeve, and I can't hide it. So I think people feel that, and they know that they're in a trusted space. And I feel blessed that I have these skills to be able to help people that way.
Well, yeah, it's really a community you're building, whether it's the group stuff or the individual stuff, because they're coming back and they're trusting you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are we ready for round 3?
Yes. Okay. I'm ready. We're going to do better this time.
Well, we have 6. We have 5 points.
Okay.
6 more.
Okay.
And somehow we have to get to 15.
Oh, but okay.
So we'll see how that works.
Round 2 wasn't
I take
so
full
great.
responsibility for round 2, and maybe we'll throw in a bonus round at the end. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
When you're feeling like you're in quicksand and
Sinking,
you can't move,
drowning.
yes, and you can't, you're not moving.
Immobile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not an adult, but a
child.
Yes, and then not outside, but
inside.
Yes,
Inner child.
Yes, exactly. Your gut feeling. What's that called?
Oh, your intuition.
Yes. When you either do or do not like yourself.
Self-loathing.
Yes. Yes. When you've done something wrong to yourself or someone has, and you say that
forgive.
Yes.
Forgiveness.
And then, like you were talking about, like the reason you do things, your blank in life.
Your calling, mission.
Yes.
Purpose. Yeah.
Oh.
We did much better there.
That was 6.
Are you sweating?
We got 11. I am sweating. I thought this would be easier since I made the game up, but it's not. All right, I have some questions for you, and then maybe a bonus round.
Okay, sure.
For the ones we didn't do before, because the people are starting to get sad here.
Yeah.
When you're holding space for others, heavy trauma, how do you protect your own energy?
Oh, these are great questions, Richard. I can tell you've done your research, number one. That's a fantastic question. Yes, I have a lot of tools that I use to basically place myself in my energetic bubble so that I'm not absorbing somebody else's stuff, right? And it comes from a place of love and compassion, not like, oh, I have to protect myself from you, right? Because it's very different. I mean, anything with energy is all about the intention, but it's saying that, I'm here to help you and hold space, but I don't want to carry whatever load that you're carrying, right? So I have my own specific tools that I use that I don't know if I'll share, but I do. But and actually, that's a really good point, because before I got into Reiki, when I was massaging, I didn't realize it for quite a few years, that I was always tired and I didn't get it, because at that point of my life, I didn't realize I was an empath, that kind of thing, and that I was absorbing people's emotions like a sponge. And I was touching that. I'm like in your space, right?
You're literally like, here.
Literally, like, give me all of your stress and anxiety,
I will take that for you and put
and they leave feeling amazing, and I'm feeling drained and exhausted. And I was like, what the heck? So, the awareness of that alone was huge in my life, for sure. So now I'm grateful that I have the proper tools, but I'm not going to lie too. Sometimes people come with some pretty intense stuff. Okay. And I have to be very careful about, making sure that I preserve and maintain my own energy, because I recognize I'm not able to help someone if I'm feeling down. And sometimes, and I have had cases, over the years where I had to really, it took a couple days to almost recover from a session because it was so intense, And again, for me, it was like finding the gratitude that I could help this person, and I was grateful, but it took a toll on me.
Yeah, I'm sure that you have practices before, during, and after sessions. And I think that also goes for people going into an office, right? Like, there's a lot of stressors in an office, and people's drama and lives, and
a lot of people's
the same thing.
energies.
Everybody should be doing that. Yeah.
You're right. Everybody should be. Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
For someone who has been seen and heard by you in a session or group, how does that validation change their physical health?
Ooh. I find I get a lot of feedback because I always do follow up. I check in after private sessions and after group sessions, just kind of like, hey, how you doing? How are you feeling? Also, especially with energy work, it's like, do you have any questions? Because a lot of times people don't really make certain connections. The feedback that I get is that, yeah, people feel overall like relaxed in their body. They find some clarity in their life. Maybe they were stressing a decision. They feel safe and protected.
Yeah.
I had someone just recently tell me that just even my voice was calming, and that I create this very safe space that they can't wait to like reschedule. And that like warms my heart,
Yeah.
And I don't say that from an ego space. I say it from a place like I'm really genuinely happy if people feel that from me, because that is my intention.
Yeah.
So I think physically in their bodies, they just feel more relaxed and more calm. And a lot of times it's education too. It's like I'll be massaging someone and I talk, hey, do you meditate at all? What do you do for yourself for self-care? Do you get out in nature? Right? And we talk about things. So even if I'm like planting seeds, right, they might go home thinking, yeah, I don't really do much for myself. I think I need to. So hopefully overall more relaxed and less stressed.
Yeah. More than just in that moment.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly.
Oh. All right. I have a couple more questions.
Okay.
I think we're going to use our intuition and know that round 2 sucked.
Yeah, round 2 was, I don't know what happened
there. Chat for if someone feels stuck right now, what's one question they can ask themselves tonight?
If they feel stuck in their life,
right now,
what can they ask themselves? How can I think outside the box? Because a lot of times people say, I'm stuck in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. There's always a way out. I'm a believer of like, where there is a will, there is a way. And that's one of my mom's favorite sayings, where they say, oh, I'm stuck. I can't move. I'm here at this job and I'm there. Okay, but what if you just stopped for a second, right? What if you connected to yourself and your intuition? And that's what I help a lot of people do, right? We're looking for the answers out here.
Yeah.
The answers are here, okay? So connect to your heart, connect to your spirit, and find some clarity. And it's like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about it. Maybe I could do X, Y, and Z. There's always a way out if you really think outside the box. And I've been there myself. Believe me, I have said those words and then I found a way.
Yeah. As a business owner, I'm sure you're there more often than you'd like to admit.
Business owner and personal, for sure. For sure.
That's when I will grab the dog and go for a walk through the woods. No phone, no music, no headphones.
Clear
and I
mind.
just, or you go for a run. Like those are my times when suddenly things, like those puzzle pieces start coming together.
Fantastic. That's a perfect example. And this is what I speak to all the time. Like self-care and connecting to yourself is a very individual thing. What works for me might not work for you, right? So your go-to is grab the dog, get out in nature. That's awesome, right? My go-to is I always go for a walk outside or I meditate. Those are kind of my go-tos where I can find some like inner peace, inner calm. And guess what? When you have questions about your life, those answers appear. They do. But you need the quiet. And I speak about stillness and quiet and silence all the time because you'll only hear those messages in the quiet. We live in a very busy modern world that's addicted to noise and speed. And it's like, how can you possibly listen to your intuition through all of that?
Maybe we'll rename this game, Shut Up and Listen to Yourself.
I like that. I like that.
In your world of healing, what does a truly rich spirit look like to you?
A truly rich spirit? Oh,
no
wow. I love that. I love that. Oh gosh, even a few clients are coming to mind, just people that have just like progressed, and I'm just so proud of their journeys. Someone who has found inner peace, honestly, someone who has figured out a way to find the calm in the midst of a storm. Look, life is hard, right? And we don't just go through one storm in our life, right? We have highs and lows and happy times and sad times and hard times. So it's the more calm you are, the more grounded you are inside, you're able to withstand whatever comes your way. So I feel, and it's funny because it's like, I see it like almost like a light bulb, like turning on in people's minds as they continue to come back to me. And I love it because they're getting it the same way I did. I didn't know. I went many years also anxious, just always tense, always kind of like, like waiting for the next ball to drop type of thing. So that's the other thing. I speak from experience. I'm not just saying it clinically, right? I speak from my own experience. So someone who has just found some inner calm, inner peace.
Okay, I have 2 things for that. One, if you would have seen my fingers 10 years ago, they would have been all bloody and scratched up. So anxiety 101 since I was like 4.
Wow.
The other side that I was thinking about when you were talking about inner peace is talking maybe a little bit about like, is there, I an end, like, okay, you have found inner peace, you are cured, and go along your way. And you don't need, can you talk a little bit about that? About like the thought process of like, oh, that means you never have stress or anxiety because you have it all figured out.
Right. These are great questions, Richard.
You're just bringing them out as you're talking.
No, I love it. I love it. I believe it's a great question. I believe that until we leave this earth, we are constantly learning, growing, and healing. Yeah. So I don't think that it's like, oh, wrap it up in a bow, you're healed and you're good. However, I do feel that through different progressions in our life, you graduate, right? It's like, okay, well now exactly, I feel so much better in my body. I don't have pain. I feel less anxious, right? Like, so you recognize the evolution and that progression as you go. And I look at it as more of like mastering, right? Things. That's not to say, look, and I know that, believe me, I know that when clients come and people come to my Reiki group circle, they look at me like, oh, Deanna's got it all figured out, right? Trust me, I've got stress and things in my life as well. It's just, I have the tools and I'm not going to lie, I'm human too. There are times when I, fall off the wagon in the sense of like I instantly just forget all my tools because I'm stressed and I'm in a stressful situation. So I think it's about, but then it's about, okay, wait a minute, get right back. Like before I didn't have any tools, so I had nothing to fall back on, right? So I think it's about mastering finding your calm and grounding you and the self-care, all of those things. So I think it's more of a, you could say like elementary school, high school, college, graduate school, doctorate, right? Yeah. You kind of just graduate as you go, for sure. And I can speak of myself that I can recognize, and even in the last, like say 10 years of my life, how different and through the phases of like how much more grounded and calm I feel. I struggled with anxiety big time and I didn't know it. I didn't even know I had it, right? I didn't know what to do with it, right?
I thought it was life.
I just thought that was life. Yeah. I could, I would go to sleep at night. I was physically tired, but I could not shut my brain off. I would lay there for hours and it would drive me insane. So again, I look at, and I think that's very important also for everyone on their journey to like stop and recognize like how far you've come already. And okay, there's always more. There's always more. Yeah.
What's the best way that people out there can connect with you and find you and follow you? And
I would say my website is the best way. It's www.healinghandsbydeanna.com. And pretty much everything is on there, but I also have a meetup group. You can search on Meetup and it's the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Community. I also have a YouTube channel, so just look up Deanna Scaldaferi or it's under Healing Hands. I do lots of little videos on self-care and just mindfulness, and it's actually all mind, body, spirit. I touch on the narcissism and the abuse there and how that affects our bodies as well. So yeah, there's several ways.
Is that open to men and women?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Although I screwed up round 2 and that's why we lost, we're still going to give the big amazing prize to everybody in the non-existent studio audience. So Deanna, thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Richard. This was wonderful. It was so fun.
Oh, we should say hi to our BNI friends.
Oh, yes. Hi, guys. See you.
See ya. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.